You're listening to KTUH 90.1 FM Honolulu. DJ Mike Curtis in the studio with you here. Thanks, Johnny Rotten, for giving me a little bit of time on your show. I really appreciate that. I want to take a couple minutes and bring in one of the best underground hip-hop artists I can think of, Slug from Atmosphere. Are you there with me, Slug?
Yeah, I am. That's a very nice compliment. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, serious. That's straight from the heart there. That's no hyperbole at all. I've been following your career for a long, long time. So you have a show on Maui tonight. You're over on Maui right now. You're going to do a show at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center tonight, and then you have two shows in Honolulu coming up Friday and Saturday at the Republic, right?
That is correct. Tomorrow night we'll be at the Republic, and the night after. That's right. They got us there for 2 nights.
Yeah, I saw that on your tour schedule. I personally have a ticket for Saturday. Super excited about that. How did that come about? Where you're going to have 2 shows in Honolulu, and I saw all the other tour dates have just one. Even big cities, only one show.
That's a good question. I'm not certain how we convinced you guys to let us do that.
Yeah, you just wanted to get some more time in Honolulu, huh? A little more time in Hawaii.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Avoid the cold weather a little bit. What have you been up to since you got in town?
So far, really, the focus has just been food. We've just been eating anything and everything possible. We got in last night, and we are easy, man. We're simple. So as long as you put some food in front of us, we're good.
Did you try any poke? Any
Not
ahi?
Yet.
Oh, you got to try the poke. Oh, there's a bunch of places. I'm sure anyone could point you in the direction of their favorite place, but you got to try the poke ahi. Probably some spicy shoyu poke if I can direct you in the direction of one thing. What about a spam musubi? That's the classic Hawaiian dish. It's like
stop, because you're gonna make them pull the car over. Knock it off.
Okay. No spam musubi for you. Got it. I guess like you've been going all over. You started your tour on Canada. You've been through New England, the Northeast, all the big cities, and the Midwest. How's it going so far?
I mean, so far so good. We're wrapping up. These shows here are the end of the first 3 months. And we basically did most of the U.S., West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, Alaska, Hawaii, and we're going to go home for the holidays after Honolulu.
Awesome.
And then next month we'll go back out and do the Gulf Coast and finish off the U.S., then Australia, Europe, Mars, Venus, Jupiter.
That's good. That's good. I was just going to ask you if you had anywhere you wanted to go on tour that you're not on your next one. Maybe we'll just schedule it for Mars here.
That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely. First Martian hip-hop experience.
Matt Damon. We'll go Matt Damon on him.
We'll make sure we watch the movie for some lessons there. So
how to grow potatoes in my own fecal. I'm into it, man.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, everybody should learn how to grow their own vegetables. That's where we're headed.
I couldn't agree more.
Learn how to grow your own Stop buying vegetables. Grow them. The really colorful ones, deep-colored vegetables, beets, carrots, greens.
Totally, all those superfoods.
Is chicken a vegetable yet? No. Okay.
If you put it on a salad, I think if you put it on a salad, it's a vegetable.
Okay, yeah, you could put a chicken on a salad, so that's a vegetable.
Yeah, I used to be a PE teacher, so that's official. That totally counts. Yeah.
I listened to a lot of Public Enemy as a kid, so we're kind of the same.
Yeah. Love it. Oh, man, love it. So... So I heard a little thing. So you're on the tour you're on right now. Is your new album is Fishing Blues?
Yeah.
I heard an interview about it with you, and you were saying that it kind of you saw a sticker on a canoe, and that was the inspiration for it. Is that true?
That is very true. We saw a canoe that said fishing. It said B.B. King's Fishing Blues, actually. Okay. And that's where we stole it from. Because, it's rap. We steal.
Yeah, well, borrow. We like borrow. I think we
borrow.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So, in that same interview, you said that you were kind of searching, and that was what fishing kind of had that meaning to you. And fishing, is certainly huge here in Hawaii and has a lot of cultural significance and a lot of meaning to a lot of people. What kind of things have you been searching for on this tour, or are you still searching for the same things you were searching for when you came up with this album?
I mean, it's I would say it's definitely not exclusive to this tour. It's just the period of life that I'm in right now. Searching for my holy grail. I feel like you reach a certain place in your life where you realize like a lot of the stuff that you put on a pedestal in the earlier years, those things aren't as important as they used to be. You start finding more importance in the real simple things and the things that you can find to just define your own metaphysics. Definitely. And I guess that's kind of where it's at. I'm searching for ways to make my kids smile.
Oh man, I couldn't agree more. That's so relatable. I love that. I mean, just hearing that just makes me think of your lyrics and just how relatable your lyrics are, and that's just really, yeah, definitely. I think we're all searching there. It's a good lesson for anyone. Okay, everyone asked me when I told them I was doing this interview, how did you get the name Slug? I don't think I've ever heard an explanation for this.
Oh, it was shortened from Sluggo.
Okay.
And that was shortened from Little Sluggo. And I was Little Sluggo because my dad's nickname was Sluggo.
Okay, awesome. Super
I've
cool.
been stuck with the name for a long time.
I mean, he's stuck. I think you have a really good name, and I think that Slug and Ant go great together. I think that's a great combination for two people in a group. Don't think they could have went together better.
I always thought we should go on tour opening up for Diggable Planets, because then you could have Slug and Ant, Doodlebug, Butterfly, and Ladybug, and it could just be like
harmonious. That would just be
big, happy, family of bugs.
I'd be first in line for that tour. I wanted to see if you could do a couple. If I could list off a couple of your songs, and maybe you could do a word association for me, or a word or a phrase that comes to your mind when I bring up some of these songs some of my favorite songs. A lot of them.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Real popular song, Sunshine. What do you think of when you hear that, when someone mentions that song?
I'm sorry, you broke up. Which one?
Sunshine.
Oh, man. I mean, that's a hangover song. So to me, the phrase that I think is just kind of like looking for the bright side, trying to find the silver lining.
Definitely. Okay. What about Perfect? That one's off your new album, off the Fish and Blues album.
The original title to that was going to be "I'm Not Perfect," and so I guess
that makes so much sense with the lyrics.
That song is about, or not about, but I would say that the thing that comes to mind is just the concept of duality.
Okay. What about "She's Enough"? That's one of my favorite songs of your newer, in the last few albums, kind of stuff.
That was my version of "I Used to Love Her" by Common.
Okay. Oh, awesome. I'm going to listen to that in a whole new way. Okay, sweet. And what about National Disgrace? Really fun song from 2005.
Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. I like it. Bringing it around back to the current stuff. What about Say Shh?
That's a song about Minnesota, but it's real kitschy, which, Minnesota's real kitschy. So I feel like as far as the ode to Minnesota goes, I did the best I could with that.
Okay.
Whenever I have to perform that song, I end up changing a lot of the lyrics because I actually just can't bring myself to say some of the stuff that I said on that record, just because of how cute and corny some of it actually turned out to be. But I think in the long run, I'll actually come back full circle on that and be very. I'll actually be proud of that one someday.
I love that song so much. I'm from the Midwest originally, and I can relate to it so much. What about,
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Columbus, Ohio. You mentioned it in the song. I love it. Yeah.
I know Columbus.
Oh, you're wrapping this tour up?
I know Rare Kids Records.
Yeah. Used Kids Records.
No, Used
Kids. Yeah, on High Street at campus. Oh, yeah. I spent so many hours there. So many hours. And that's one of your last shows on your tour. That's right at the end of it. You're doing Columbus, Ohio at the Newport Music Center or Music Hall.
That is correct.
Awesome.
We're actually going to stay there an extra day just so that we can go spend some hours at Used Kids.
There's so much good stuff going on in Columbus. It's really up and coming, actually. I think it's really on the despite what people say about Ohio, Columbus is on the upswing. What about?
I agree with that.
What about shoes? I have a fellow station mate here, a fellow DJ that wants to know about Shoes, the song.
Well, I have an addiction to shoes, and I don't just mean shoes, but just issues in general. I've always made very self-aware music, and a song like that, it's pretty bare bones. It's just a drum break and me rapping, and all three verses are kind of set to the same outline even. And so I kind of feel like in a weird way that song is representative of my whole career.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, Cece's gonna love that answer. That was amazing. What about? Let's try to get a couple more in here before you go. I know you got a lot of stuff to do today. What about one I just heard the other day for the first time? Horny pony corn horns. Anything come to your mind when you hear that?
To me, that just was for fun. All of that. That whole song was just so I could say the line, "I told her I was from a band called Korn." Like, really, the whole song was built around that line.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I guess one more song. I want to touch back on that real quick. But what about "Dirty Girl" by Felt? That is one of my songs, one of my favorite songs. I know that was just you in a collaboration. What about that song, "Dirty Girl"?
That was about a woman that actually worked down the street from the record store that we opened in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
That song originally wasn't a Felt song. That was an Atmosphere song.
Really?
And and Merce is going to get mad that I'm telling you this. In fact, Anthony might not even want me telling you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The Felt record needed something. We didn't know what, so we stole a couple of Atmosphere songs and turned them into Felt songs, and "Dirty Girl" was one of them.
Man, I love that song, and I think I don't know if my girlfriend will mind if I say this, but I told her that was one of my favorite songs, and that it just was a perfect song, and we were on our way to a strip club, and then it came on at the strip club, and I couldn't have thought of a better way to bring together the whole night, and I don't know
Listen, man, don't go to the strip club. Just stay out of the strip club. It's just not good. However,
that's good advice.
Anthony's in the back seat of the van right now, and he's glad I told you the story because he's back there saying he gets to take credit for it. It was his idea to get rid of my second verse and put Merce on there, and and you know what? He did the right thing. He always does the right thing. He's like Spike Lee of this. Yeah, hotel. Yeah.
Okay. What about I wanted to see about, you said that that was you wanted to use that line that I told her I was from the band Korn, and that kind of just made me think about your inspirations. Like, where do you get inspirations from currently, or maybe who are your inspirations going into your career?
Oh man, anywhere. It doesn't matter. Me and Ant were joking earlier today because I typed a line into my phone that says MCA had a beard before all of y'all. I'll take that line and I'll turn that into a whole song just because I'll be sitting there, coming down off of a pot brownie or something and thinking of weird things, and then it's kind of like inspiration can happen from anywhere. To me, man, this music it's just color crayons, dude, and a coloring book, man. You just got all these colors, and you start with one line and one color, and it can get picked up and go anywhere.
Just let it. You just run with it.
And fortunately, for me, it worked. I got plenty of homies that I grew up with that also wanted to color, and it didn't work. Some of us just got lucky. You know what I mean? So here I am with my coloring crayon and my coloring book. I'm not going to try to pretend like these songs are like coming from this amazing place. They're all just basic inspiration that all of us work and deal with. Like any of us have this. It's just that I got lucky and was given the opportunity to use it to create music,
Definitely. I think the inspiration's everywhere, but not many people can use words the way that you do and juxtapose ideas and positions. The wordplay is genius, in my opinion.
I mean, I appreciate you saying that, but you got to understand that from my perspective, all day long, I come across people who use words and intimidate me by how well they use them.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And so
Definitely.
It's like I just feel like it's all about who you are, what you hear, and what you interpret.
Definitely. What about, I'll try to get a couple last things in here real quick. I'll let you go. What about, how has the technology changed the way you produce music? I know that you started using some live band in some of your productions in 2011 on your Family Sign album. Any changes? Is that all stylistic, or was there a reason for that?
Oh, we just wanted to scare myself. The way I see it is, if you don't scare yourself, you're not challenging yourself. You're not trying to do things that make you worried, in which case then you're probably not actually giving 110%. Whoa, is that a penguin?
Oh, yeah.
My
yeah.
goodness. Okay.
Yeah, no, and a lot of noises in the background in the studio. I know I got to let you go here. One last thing. Where's the after party on Saturday? I'm going to the show. Where's the after party?
The after party on Saturday is at, I don't know, man.
I'll catch you after the show. We'll figure it out.
Wherever the closest donut shop is where I'm going to be.
24-hour donuts. Okay, we'll look for you at the donut shop.
Let's do it.
Okay, killer. Slug, thanks for having me on. Thanks for being with us real quick. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Can you stick with me? Can you stick with me for 1 second real quick?
91.1 FM. What's that?
Can you stick with me 1 second real quick? I'm going to see if I can get...
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. See if we can get one of your songs in here for us. Close it out. This is Atmosphere. Perfect.
Fall gotta put me in the dirt when I die. I'm not perfect, I try.
Are you still?
I'm trying to free my hands, grab the day by the throat. Gotta get a grip, but I'm at the end of my rope. I'm not perfect, I know. And if I had a spare moment, I'd probably loan it to somebody who needed to hold it. Life's indecisive, might slice you open or show compassion and throw you back into the ocean. I'm trying to keep my faith on the path, but the landscape's full of danger flags. You could change your name and still live in the past. Daddy was the face on a package of zigzags. Fall from the sky just to learn how to fly. Don't even gotta put me in the dirt when I die. I'm not perfect, I try. You might fade away, you might burst in flames. Ain't no reason you should even try to search my name. I'm not perfect, okay? I'm a father and a son of a Southsider. Mouth full of hot dish, pop lifer. And this little piggy squeal like a cop's tire when I set the ox on fire like it's a box of spiders. You the opposite of truth, you overproduced. You gotta grow more toes, you wanna fill these shoes. You gotta make love like there's nothing to lose. You wanna wake up the world, but there's a button for snooze. Fall from the sky just to learn how to fly. Don't even gotta put me in the dirt when I die. I'm not perfect, I try. We gotta work it out, 'cause I ain't turning around. The same person that I was when the curtains were down. I'm not perfect, what now? Huh? What now? Some say that I pass, none say that I'm passive. White trash with a fraction of blackness. My mathematics got native blood too, but no matter where I stand, either way it's